Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the best team you can build for under 250,000 MT right now in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. This team, if I did my math correctly, costs right at 245,000 MT, so just under the 250k MT price point. And I may have, I don't think cheated is the right word, but I may have inserted a couple cards into this team that are very easy to get but are not auctionable. Y'all will see what I mean. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. This list has become a lot easier to make over the last week or so because the introduction of Dark Matters and all these different Hall of Fame boxes and stuff like that have noticeably dropped the price of cards, which has made a lot of cards more attainable and allowed for a team like this to be much better. Not to mention, the Winter Festival has dropped some very good, very easy to get cards as well that are absolutely worth inserting, especially if you're newer in MyTEAM, into your budget lineup. So, with that being said, the starting point guard is actually not a huge surprise. Alex Caruso Amethyst, probably not a huge shocker there. A 6'5" defensive point guard who's a great slasher and has a smooth, easy jump shot. That's a valuable card. He's got nice size. He's a very good slasher. He's a versatile, athletic, quality defender, and he is a very solid shooter as well. Releases on quick. It's a smooth jump shot. He's got no real SIGs, but you know what? We can kind of work with that. That's okay because he provides size, he provides defense, he provides slashing, and he provides a good jump shot. That's all I really need him to give me because my shooting guard, my small forward can carry my offense, I think, a good bit, as well as my power forward. To be fair, I feel like I got good scoring around Alex Caruso, so for 25,000 MT, I think he's a good price point to start with in this video. At the shooting guard position, another card who's dropped in price a good amount recently is Dylan Brooks. This card was like 60, 70k last week. Now he is 40, which is a W. 6'6" with a 6'6" wingspan, 93, 85 dunk, 90 interior, 94 perimeter, 95 agility, decent speed, Hoff set shot, bunch of Hoff defensive badges, add handles for days, lightning launch to this card. You have a guy who has a very good release, is a great defender, is a super solid slasher, and has a solid dribble style with Kemba escape as well. So some real shot creation to him as well. I think this Dylan Brooks card is one of the best shooting guards in the game. Like, he's probably a borderline top 10 guy, period, in all honesty, including all the best shooting guards in the game. He is very close to that top 10. I think you could argue him as a top 10 shooting guard if you wanted. The fact you can get him for 40,000 MT is a big W. He just does a lot of things really well at the shooting guard position and is a very well-rounded, very valuable card for 40,000 MT. The second most expensive player on this team is Matas Buzelis, who is about 50k right now. He is 6'10", 6'10" wingspan, so what he provides, number one, is size. Number two, he provides all-around versatility. Great slasher, great shooter, good speed, versatile, well-rounded defender, just a really good all-around card who, with, again, just a few badges added, you add limitless handles for days, immovable and on-ball minutes to this card, and you have a guy who does everything good. And he's 6'10" at small forward, which means he's got switchability and size. He's got enough speed and agility and athletic ability to compete against almost any small forward in the game defensively. And I would say his jumper is incredibly smooth, super easy to green, super consistent, and he even has some good off-the-dribble game. Nice drag back, good between the legs escape. Some decent SIGs and animations and stuff like that that you can definitely work with to really get some buckets. I think this Buzelis card is great. Easily the best value small forward you can get in the game. Now, the power forward position, the first one of those players that I'm talking about from the Winter Festival is Jabari Smith Jr. All you need to get this card is 2 pink diamond pieces. That is the equivalent in total of, like, I think it's like 30 triple threat offline games total to get that, completing a challenge group for a Galaxy Opal piece that's available, getting the win streak yesterday and triple threat part got you way more than enough pieces that you needed. At the end of the day, you can get every single one of the festival players on this list for one Galaxy Opal piece, and there's a challenge group using pink diamond players to get a Galaxy Opal piece that takes like an hour to complete. You can get every player on this list, and on this team, and that challenge is available right now. That's why I included these 3 players on this list. Number one is Jabari Smith Jr. He's the starting power forward. He's an absolute dog. 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan, 87 speed, 89 3, 85 standing and driving, defensively well-rounded and good. But what really makes him great is an elite jumper with great movement as well for a power forward. KD escape, Kawhi behind the back, really good jump shot. He is a great offensive card, and defensively, he's not a total liability either. Now, he might be the smallest 6'11" player in the game. His player build is more like 6'9", 6'10", but at the end of the day, he is a great offensive card who has incredible versatility and defensively absolutely holds his own as well. You add handles for days, challenger, on-ball minutes, pick dodger. You got a guy who does everything good, legitimately. He is an absolute dog, one of the best power forwards in the game. Kind of a must-have card, I think, for most budget squads. And then at the center position, you get Onyeka Okongwu, who is defense, very quick jump shot, a little bit of shot creation too, even with him with KD escape, which is nice. Good speed, good defensive versatility, good defensive hoffs, Great rebounder, great dunker, good shooter, release on very quick. It's kind of an ugly release, but if it was on normal, I wouldn't like it. On very quick, it's smooth and fast. Now, it's not the prettiest jumper, but it's quick. And you get D-book dribble style KD escape as well, so more movement ability than most centers have. At the end of the day, this Chicago card just does everything well. He's your perfect budget big. He's 60,000 MT. He's going to defend, he's going to shoot, he's going to dunk, he's going to be athletic enough. He's going to do a lot of things well, and I think he's a really good card. Little undersized center position, but you do what you got. You work with what you have, you know what I mean? Especially with a budget like this. And to be fair, this is a very expensive starting lineup, like 175-ish thousand MT in the starting lineup, which means the bench has to definitely get more budget, but thankfully, there's a lot of good budget cards that are in the game. I'm going with more of an offensive point guard off the bench in Austin Reeves. AR-15 is 6'5" with a 6'6" wingspan. He's got 89 speed, 93 three ball, good jump shot, really nice drag back. Defensively, honestly, does leave a bit to be desired. Ideally, you get him a little badged up defensively. He's not an insane slasher either, but he is a very good shooter, smooth release, good, well-rounded card. I absolutely could have gone with a defensive point guard like a Marcus Smart or a Casey Wallace or somebody like that instead, but I decided to go in the other direction and go a little more offensive point guard. At the end of the day, this card's only 20,000 MT. He gives you a lot of offensive ability, solid movement, good jump shot, nice drag back, good behind the back, good release, and I mean, he's not the worst finisher in the world. Defensively, with a couple badges added, he's not the worst there either at 6'5", but he's certainly not going to be an elite defensive card. I think that's something you have to understand if you're going to run Austin Reeves. Now at the 2, you got a guy who, again, does a lot of things really well in Aaron Nesmith. Great jump shot, combined with solid defense, a little bit of slashing, like well-rounded card, honestly. Really good shooter, great jumper, but also good, well-rounded defender, 85 driving dunk, 88 speed and agility, high strength as well. I know he's only 6'5", but he's got 88 interior, 88 strength. There's more competitiveness defensively there than with most. Now, to be fair, the movement is not great, but that's okay. The release is very, very good, and the defense is valuable. The slashing is there. Again, a guy who's 15,000 MT is just, it's a really good value with how good his jumper is, with how well-rounded he is stat and badge wise. I just think for 15K, you're not going to get a better option than that right now. At the 3, we have another one of those free cards in Toumani Camara. A guy who is what, 6'8", great defender, 6'7" with 6'11" wingspan. He's not huge, I guess, but he's got great speed, good finishing, really fast jumper, and elite defense. He is just the perfect 3-and-D card. Awesome defensive card with a really good jump shot and solid slashing ability. To me, he's like, his stats aren't probably quite as good, but I think he's a better Bruce Bowen. His jumper's really good. Doesn't have crazy movement, but at least he doesn't have all basic sigs, which is nice. And I think defensively, he's a stud. He's a very good athlete. He's got a nice player build. Just again, for how cheap for being completely free and incredibly easy to get, he's a guy who just makes total sense on this type of a team and fills any spot you need at the 2 or the 3. Asa Newell is going to be the last free card on this list from the Winter Festival. Literally, all you got to do to get this Asa Newell card is play like 2 or 3 breakout rookie games. That's it. And that's like all you have to do to get this card. Very, very easy to get, and very, very good card at that, to be fair as well. A guy who is 86 speed, 88 3, 95 driving dunk, defensively well-rounded. Another really well-rounded amethyst, kind of like Khalil Ware from the last festival. Hoff posterizer, Hoff set shot, has gold Deadeye and Limitless as well as a base card. His release is super smooth. It's a nice lefty jumper. His sigs aren't crazy or anything, but he's athletic. He's well-rounded. He's a great slasher, and he's a really solid all-around defender as well. He's just a really good card at the power forward position for how easy he is to get. A great option at the backup power forward position. And again, he's totally free. And then the backup center position is going to be Wendell Carter Jr., who is right at 35,000 MT. So again, for the math, 25K for Caruso, Dylan Brooks is 40, so that's 65. 50 more for Bozellos is 115. 60 for Onyeka is 175, and then 20 for Reeves is 195, plus 15 for Nesmith is going to be 210, and then 35 for Wendell is 245. So under that 250,000 MT price point, Wendell Carter Jr. is 6'10 with 7'3 wingspan. Another guy who just does everything well. Pretty similar to Onyeka, not quite as good defensively, but probably even a little bit better of a popper. Offset shot, nice smooth jumper as well. Good finisher, good speed. I think Onyeka's the better card, but I feel like they're very similar. They provide similar value on the court, and I think Wendell for 35K is an awesome backup big. That is the team. Y'all let me know what y'all think of it in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.